Last season, the Clippers were favored to win the championship for most of the year, but when they blew a 3-1 lead to the Denver Nuggets in the second round, they became one of the more clowned-on teams in the NBA. So much to me that they have become underrated, as so far this season, they have started with a 17-7 record and the second best record in the whole NBA. So in today's video, I will be discussing why I believe the Clippers are way better and with how they have just been playing so far this season. Before we get into the video, I ask you to drop a like on this video, as it does help my channel grow. Subscribe to my channel to help me reach my goal of 1,000 subscribers, and if you want weekly NBA videos, and comment on this video to start a conversation with me, because I respond to all of my comments. And play that intro. The biggest reason for the Clippers' hot start definitely has been their offense, which has been absolutely elite this season. As through 23 games, they ranked second in offensive rating, and even though this is where they ranked last year their ranking was 4 points less. So I think it's clear Ty Lue has made some very nice changes to the offense. And although I do think they can maintain being a top 3 offense as they were one last year, I think their offensive rating will fall down a bit, since a great reason their offense has been really good is because they are shooting a ridiculous league best 42% from 3, which is amazing. But it's so amazing, and I don't think they will continue shooting that well. On the defensive end, they have been worse than expected, as they rank 12th in defensive rating, but I don't think it's a big deal since they are winning right now, and they clearly have the defensive personnel to be a top 5 defense in the league. So I'm not worried about them on that side of the floor. To start the season, Kawhi Leonard has been playing some of the best basketball of his career, and it's going unnoticed, as through 24 games he's averaging 26 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists, shooting 51% from the field and 40% from 3. And to be honest, I don't know why Kawhi hasn't been talked about more as a real candidate for the MVP, as he's leading the second best team in the league while being the best player on his team, and he might not necessarily be putting up the greatest stats in the league, but he definitely has been putting up MVP level numbers. And I think he's just a man on a mission this year, as he hasn't load managed any games, and when he's playing, I don't know, he just looks way more determined. So for me, Kawhi should definitely be in the MVP race. But Kawhi Leonard isn't the only MVP candidate on this team, as Paul George has been just as good as Kawhi, arguably even better than him, as he's been having a bounce-back season. And so far this year, he's been averaging 24 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists, shooting a ridiculous 50% from the field and 47% from 3. George has just simply been amazing to start the year, and he deserves all the credit, and it just shows how good the Clippers can really be when Paul is playing great basketball. But although George has been great, I don't think this completely redeems him from his terrible playoff stretch last season. And yes, it's a good sign that he's been playing well, but we have seen George play this great at this level before and then flame out in the end of the season. For example, in the 2019 season, where he averaged 28 points and was top 3 in MVP voting, but in the playoffs, he wasn't good and underperformed in certain moments. So Paul having a really good year isn't confirmation that he will be good in the playoffs, and that is obviously where it matters. But in terms of the regular season, Paul has been amazing. On the other end, Lou Williams has been the opposite of amazing, as he has been really struggling this year, which is sudden, seeing as last year he was a near 20-point scorer, and now he's only averaging 9 points, shooting 39% from the field. I think this is somewhat alarming, as having a 6-man as good as Lou Will would be a huge positive for them, but if he keeps playing trash, it is a big deal, since outside of Kawhi and PG, they don't have another guy who can go out and score 20 points consistently. And especially in the playoffs, in situations where Paul George might struggle, they might need that second guy to create his own shot if Lou doesn't. And if Lou doesn't play like his usual self, it can be a problem. The Clippers signing Serge Ibaka has proven to be a great acquisition, as he's been playing very well, averaging 12 points and 6 rebounds, shooting 52% from the field and 41% from 3. He has fit really good with this team as a defender, and his floor spacing has really helped Kawhi and PG get to the rim easier. One of the more underrated moves this team made was signing Nicholas Batum. And this is surprising since for the past 2 years, he has been riding the Hornets bench, and most people would have assumed that his playing days would be over. But he has surprisingly been really good as a floor spacer, defender, and playmaker. As so far this season, he's been averaging 10 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists, shooting a ridiculous 46% from 3. So Batum has arguably been one of their best 4 players. Marcus Morris and Luke Kennard have been solid as they're both shooting over 45% from 3, and Zubac has been one of the more underrated backup centers in the NBA as he averages 8 points and 6 rebounds in only 19 minutes. So to me, it's clear the Clippers are way better this year since the chemistry has looked way more improved, and the fact that they have this much shooting on the team makes them very dangerous. But despite their hot start, I don't think they are better than the Lakers, but as I said, they clearly have the talent to beat the Lakers, and they're for sure title contenders. Anyways guys, that's it for the video. Let me know if you think the Clippers can win the championship. Drop a like on this video as it does help my channel grow. Subscribe to my channel if you want weekly NBA videos and to help me reach my goal of 1,000 subscribers. And comment on this video to start a conversation with me because I respond to all of my comments. And I'm out.